friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be reading in the dark tonight. So my plan is to read through a stack of books that I have here, kind of like try a chapter, and then I'm probably gonna jump into Catherine House, which is what I am currently reading. So Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas is a dark academia novel about a girl that goes to Catherine House, which is like this elite school that no one really knows much about, and you're kind of uncovering the secrets of what actually takes place there. But I do have quite a stack here of some things I want to try while we're reading in the dark, because after I finish with Catherine House, if I do this, then I'll know what I want to read next. So the first thing that I have is a poetry collection, When the Stars Wrote Back. And this is by Trisha Mater, and I showed this in my book haul, how pretty the inside was. It has this great purple color. Just thought, stars, read it in the dark, perfect. But the other ones are kind of weird, creepy books. So we have Stranger Things Happen by Kelly Link. And this is a collection of kind of short stories that seem creepy and weird. We have The Winter People, which is a horror novel. I don't know too much about it. It just says crisp, mysterious, and scary. We have The Chrysalis by Brendan Deenan. And this is about a house and possibly someone in the basement. Welcome to the dark side of suburbia. And this is written by Helen Marshall, and again, it's not something I know much about, but it was recommended to me. One I have is Mallory by Josh Mallerman, and I read Bird Box earlier this month and really liked it, so I'm gonna try the first chapter of this. These are the books that I'm going to basically try a chapter of. I'm gonna get over there and get comfortable and start reading, and I'll let you know updates as soon as I make progress. read the first 20 pages of When the Stars Wrote Back, and I really enjoyed this one. I think it's going to be super relatable in parts. It's about heartbreak, it's about body image, it's about overcoming, it's about beating the odds. They're next up, Stranger Things Happen by Kelly Link. Alright, I think I'm going to stop there with Stranger Things Happen by Kelly Link. I don't think this is giving me the spooky vibes that I was really hoping for. This is about this dead guy that is trying to write letters to his wife, but he doesn't remember her name, and it's kind of sexual in a way, like he's masturbating or something like that, but it's told kind of like there's two different parts. There's a regular font part, and then there is an italicized part, and the regular font is like a letter, and then the other italicized part is almost like an observation of the dead man. Don't think this is quite what I'm looking for, because I'm looking for something scary and spooky, and this is just weird. So I'm gonna put this aside. Next up is The Winter People, which is a horror novel. So I'm excited. just finished the first chapter of The Winter People, and this one was really interesting. It had a little foreword, and it was saying that this is her grandmother's story. It's just January 29th, 1908, and it tells about the time that she saw a dead girl, and they call them sleepers. And yeah, just really interesting. So definitely a possibility for this month. Next up, I'm going to try The Chrysalis by Brendan Deenan. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was so weird and scary. I read the prologue, so this one is the only one so far that started with an actual prologue, like it says prologue on it, and it was very short. It's just like that and that, but like, all right, let me read you a little bit of it. Okay. Basement gaped open like a mouth. In the kitchen, the linoleum floor streaked with freshly spilled blood. A man and a woman struggled for control of a 12-inch carving knife. The woman held it in a frenzied grip and tried desperately to plunge it into her husband's neck. What? And then you find out these people are old. They've been married for like 45, 46 years, and they're retired, and oh my gosh, this is a contender, you guys. I don't want to read any more because I want to be surprised, but like, this is a contender. Oh my gosh, so good. All right, next up is The Migration, and this is by Helen Marshall. right, this was a strange one. It's about a little boy and his sister. I guess the little boy likes to like play dead, and he just like lays in bed really still and stuff. And one night his younger sister like goes into his room and, you know, is like, are you awake? And he's like, I'm playing dead. And she plays dead with him. But it's also like he lost his dog and his dog died, which was sad, but like it happens, you know. But then it talks about how his sister, I guess he was a senior in high school or something. When did it say? Let me look that part up. Just before the start of my senior year, Kira caught the chicken pox. And it says half of her friends had it, but she was the only one left dizzy. The light from the window bothered her. Her hand shook when she tried to turn the page of a book. A week later, she collapsed. So the doctors think it's something to do with her cerebral spinal fluid. And so the mom and the brother and the sister move away from Toronto to move to Oxford to live with, I guess, his aunt or something. Yeah, Aunt Irene, a professor in the Facility of History for a while in Oxford, where there were better doctors, and the dad wasn't coming. So I don't even know what direction this book is gonna take, but kind of weird, kind of strange, don't know what to think. Last book we're gonna be trying is Mallory by Josh Malerman, and this is the one that I was probably the most excited about because I just read Bird Box, so you know, it's on the brain. So yeah, let's go ahead and read the first chapter of this one. Guys, I finished the first part of this, and I really can't tell you much because if you haven't read Bird Box, like, this will spoil some of it, so I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is that the first chapter kind of recaps things that happened in the first book, so there's a lot of that, and then there's a lot of action that's happening, yeah, craziness is all I can really say. And then the next chapter following what I read is 10 years on. So crazy. Tried all of these books, and I am definitely interested in some of them more than others. Like, I think they're all going to be really good books, but if I had to arrange them like in the order that I would be interested in them, I don't know, definitely this one is at the top of the stack. Also this one, obviously really good, and then the poetry collection, because I just think it will be really good. Winter People, also very interested in. Then maybe this one, and then probably this one. So this is the order that I liked them in, the Chrysalis, Mallory, just based off of the pages that I read. And some of them I read more, some of them I read less, but yeah. So that was the books that I read in the dark. And now I'm just going to read some of my actual current read, which is Catherine House. I've already read about 75 pages of this, and I'm just really loving it. So I'm gonna finish up this, not in this video, but I'm gonna finish up this, and then I'm gonna jump into this, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts and my wrap up.